You know, I just thank God for another day. Thank Him for life, health, and strength. And we was talking about rich people and poor people. And you know, I was looking at this video on Pastor Manning. Video was so deep because he said, when are we going to start helping ourselves? There's a difference between being really poor and somebody just flat out lazy. And we see out in other countries how people are starving and they need help. They need to be fed. They need to be clothed. But I like what he said in his video, and a lot of people didn't agree with the video. But he said, when are we going to start helping ourselves? Because you can't help nobody that don't want to help themselves. Too many people leaning and depending on somebody else. I know I see people all the time, like where I stay, ain't nothing wrong with them. They just sorry. They want you to support their habit. You know, they always want you to do something for them, and ain't nothing wrong with them. They walking and talking and got all the activities on their limbs, but still won't help themselves. There is a difference than being poor and just straight up lazy. Some people are poor because they are lazy and they don't want to do nothing. Yeah. Going to work is too much like right for them. They don't want to do that. So some of them only work just enough to support their habits. I see this all day long on my own front porch. People come begging every 15 minutes, look like, brother, give me this, give me that. And ain't nothing wrong with them. I got to say that again. And sometimes it gets on my nerve, but I still pray for people. Sometimes I just don't even want to open my front door because it gets me to that point sometimes. But you know what? I open it anyway because the same people come over here every day begging. And I ask them sometimes, why you just won't try to do something different? You know what they say? Just don't really feel like it. I like what I'm doing and I'm going to stay with what I'm doing. I don't want to do no better. I'm content with where I'm at. Half of them don't have no house. They don't even have hardly no clothes. They don't have no food, no money. And then most of them just want to buy crack. When are you going to start helping yourself? Good God Almighty. There's too many people, ain't nothing wrong with them, but they won't even help themselves. If God blessed you to wake up, if you ain't in no hospital, if you ain't in no wheelchair, you ain't on no crutches, if you ain't good health and strength, what's wrong with you? Plain laziness. See, everybody ain't poor. A lot of people just lazy. And I feel so sorry when I look at the other countries and you see them working so hard and they working for pennies. They do all they can. And you got people walking around here in Texas. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They just beg, beg, beg. You know, and it gets on your nerve. That's why God will put it on your heart who is really for real with when they poor and who ain't. He put it in my heart. But I try to help everybody and don't judge nobody. But it gets me sick to my stomach sometimes. But you got to love your brothers and your sisters. So many people, they got good health and then they in good health and killing their health. Punishing their body when the Bible say, treat your body, live as sacrifice, holy and acceptable. When you going to start helping yourself? Yeah. I told this guy this on the piano one time because he was getting mad at me because I wasn't doing the videos no more. I said, when are you going to start trying to help yourself? I know I had to do it. Piano was nothing easy about it. It was hard for me. I couldn't depend on people. You know what I started depending on? God to show me. Now, we always want to quote this, if I make one step, He'll make two. And then when God make the two steps, some people just quit. They sit down. They want God to make all the steps. Well, you said if I just seek ye first the kingdom. No, God want to see what you're going to do for Him also. There's too many lazy folks, and ain't nothing wrong with them. God hate laziness. And you got so many people in this world that's going around just trying to see what they can get out of people. You got so many people trying to see who can do what for them. That's how they've been, their mind frame is like that. Well, I'm supposed to do this for you. People always want the world to revolve around them. And then when you don't help them, they want to get mad and cuss you out. You think you better than me. You all of this. You won't help me. You can help so many people for so long. And you can keep on helping them. They still won't try to do right. Because once you get in that state where you don't want to do right, you want to just keep doing wrong, there is nothing nobody can do. Ain't nobody can help you if you ain't going to try to help yourself. That's why I love when my brothers and they get out of the penitentiary and they have a new start in life and they do it right. Then you got the ones get out and go right back to their same ways, being lazy. and want to use the dope game for a sellout. I got to sell dope. That's the only thing I know. That's all I've been taught. Now it's a better way. Man, you only run out of options when you ain't looking for an option. See, it's always a better way. Though you do not want to struggle, there is always a better way. You don't have to keep resorting to doing negative stuff. You need to try to do something positive sometimes. At least try to live for your kids. There's so many kids walking around here following in the wrong footsteps because people are lazy. What I don't understand is, how can you get up all day, all night, and stay on the corner all night and work twice as hard because you got to look over your shoulder and worry about people hating on you and snitching on you and then worrying about the cops getting you when it's so easy to go clock in? So what, you might not be making the money that you want to make, but at least you got a job, you got a 9 to 5, and you ain't got to worry about nothing coming to hunt you. And then you got to even worry about getting killed when you're out here on these streets. People are dying, y'all. So when are we going to start helping ourselves once again? I like that, Pastor Manning. I thank you for that. I like how you were saying how everybody is dependent on everybody. The economy is such a bad shape. This ain't nothing new for me. I don't know about anybody else, but this ain't nothing new for me. People talking about the economy and how bad it is every day, all day. It ain't bothering me. Nah, this ain't nothing new because I was brought up struggling. So what I'm gonna get mad for it and try to figure out what to do next? Now, God got my back and He always have. See, when you've been brought up poor, you appreciate stuff. When you've been brought up poor, you don't worry about what's going on in this world like now. Because you are used to surviving, and you know you got God on your side. You are used to surviving. Man, I like when D.L. Hughley was on the old Kings of Comedy, when he was saying that when he was talking about, we don't worry about nothing. Our phone get cut off, we'll put it in our kids' name. I like when he said that. You got little kids walking around here with bills in their name. Ain't even 10 years old. I like when D.L. Hughley said that. He was joking about it, but it was so for real. Because one thing we try not to do as people is stress. I know I don't. I wake up every day with a smile on my face, no matter if I got a dime in my pocket or not. I thank God for where I'm at in my life, because I don't even have to be here. So we need to start trying to figure out, when are we going to start helping ourselves? I'm not dependent on nobody on YouTube to do nothing for me. Nobody in this world, nobody but God. Because people got enough problems of their own. They got enough struggles of their own. He already told you in this life you're going to have trials and tribulations. So why be lazy? You ain't doing nothing but piling junk on top of junk when it's so easy to just try to do right. Man. Somebody always say sometimes right don't feel right. A whole lot of stuff don't feel right, but when you look at the outcome, you better thank God that you did right. Because you ain't even got to be free right now. You could be locked up in the pen with so many others. We got to start helping ourselves. Everybody ain't poor. Too many people just lazy. When are you going to start helping ourselves? When are black folks going to start helping black folks? See, that's the big problem right there. When are we going to stop hating on each other? When are we going to stop robbing each other? We quick to breaking each other's house, breaking each other's cars, jack somebody for what they got, instead of helping each other. Why would I hate on you for something I ain't got? People getting killed over rims. I ain't never had no big rims no way, so what I'm going to go get mad and kill somebody and jack somebody over some rims for? I ain't never had $1 million, so why would I go out and try to rob somebody and get $1 million? No, I'm used to what I have. I got to say this again, I'm like Paul. I have learned how to be content in whatever state of mind I'm in. Whatever state I'm in, I have learned how to be content. I don't have to have all this stuff everybody chasing. Now, I thank God for what I have. He blessed me with what I need. Though I might not have everything I want, but that's cool. I thank Him for what I have, that He knows that I need. And it's a good thing that God don't bless you with a lot of the stuff that you want, because when you get it, you don't do nothing with it no way. And then you don't even want to help nobody with it. When are we going to start helping ourselves? I'm tired of people depending on everybody to do everything for them. Now, start helping yourselves. I tell keyboard players all the time, quit depending on everybody else on a lot of stuff. Get in there and buckle down and get tough with it. Yeah, because I got to tell you again, I didn't go to school for piano. No, I didn't. God is my witness. I've never went to school for piano. I got mad at it and got angry and started buying things. See, sometimes when I get mad at stuff, that's when I learn it. because I like a challenge. I used to tell the keyboard, I'm going to learn you. God is my witness. And I said, with God on my side, hey, that's the best teacher in the world. There's too many lazy keyboard players. There's too many lazy people don't want to get up and go to work. There's too many lazy pastors don't want to study their word at night. They want to just put together anything. There's too many lazy choir members. Yeah, I said this in the other video. There's too many people in the congregation down talking people and they ain't even doing nothing. So when you look at the world and you look at the church, they look so much in so many ways like they do the same thing. And I had a good comment on that. Why do it seem like that? Because everybody calling themselves a Christian ain't a Christian. Good God Almighty. So when we going to start helping ourselves? Let's stop all the fighting against each other. Let's stop the rivalry and the shooting and the killing. Because believe it or not, we are all brothers and sisters in Christ. How do you think that make God feel when we kill one of our brothers? Kill one of our sisters? Oh man, thou shalt not kill. And we do this all day, every day. People hating on each other for stupid reasons. People are jealous of what somebody else got. When are we going to start helping ourselves? Because I said this before, the biggest problem with people is yourself. When you look in the mirror, you got a whole lot of problems. But you can't point the finger at everybody else. Point the finger at yourself. And God bless.